our latest film, I documented kind of my drug addiction and overdose in 2001 in New York City, and
wow.
I did an Ironman race at the same time this year, and it all came out, and all this darkness came out, and it was something I thought was so dark in my life. I never thought it would ever have anything good come of it, but by talking about it, it actually has become a source of light for a lot of people. And so, but once going through something like that, it for me, it was empowering, funny enough.
I went through a dark night of the soul. When I left the corporations, I felt that I was simply making a choice for a different direction in my life. I had no idea that I would lose a marriage over it. I would lose friends. My mom was so angry at me because the marriage ended and she didn't talk to me for 2 years. I lost my mom, over this. And while I was having that experience, I don't often dream in a way that I would call a repetitive dream, but there was a series of dreams that I was having, and what was happening to me in the dreams mirrored what was happening in my world. I would go to sleep and I'd be all by myself in this dark place here. And way off in the distance, I could see all the faces of all the people that I'd ever known, that I'd ever loved, and then I saw faces of people that I hadn't even met yet. And I was always trying to get from here to there. And my conditioning was that darkness is bad and light is good. So every time I started walking to the people I loved, the darkness would pull me off one side or light on the other side, and they'd throw me off balance. I could never get to the people that I loved. And one night, for some reason, I began having this dream, and something different happened, and I didn't have a judgment about the darkness, didn't have a judgment about the light. I said, they're both there. And Brian, the moment that I did that, the dark and the light came together, and they became the road that carried me to everyone that I would ever love. And in that moment that I knew what I'd been told about the darkness. Does it exist? Yes. Is it my enemy? Not necessarily. It's about the way that I've been taught to think. So is there darkness in the world? Absolutely. Do I see it? Do I discern it? In my world, I discern it, but I don't judge it. And for that reason, I'm not afraid.